Well, welcome.
Hello.
I'm Walter. This is my wife, Mary Jane. This program, hopefully, will be about cooking and coordinating, what is it?
Approaches.
Coordinating approaches. Because my approach is what?
Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter. Are you impressed that I'm wearing a head covering?
He's wearing a surgical hat because he can't find a chef's hat because that's how unorganized he is.
What we like doing is when we're in the kitchen is we cook, we get a beer, and we split it, and it's a lot of fun. Here's the cooking. Alright, so we're going to be doing a chicken marsala. Why should they listen to us? They're just watching us on YouTube, but
I don't think they probably shouldn't listen to you. He's an English teacher, so not a chef or a surgeon.
Not a surgeon or a chef, but I make surgical cuts to essays. I just like being on camera. I miss my students. Actually, hi students out there. I miss students. I miss an audience. So this is what I have to do.
Give them an audience.
So this is just an audience. So it's all about me.
Anyway, my background is I'm a registered dietitian, and I'm a family consumer science teacher. So I've taught foods a number of years, about 7 out of my 19 years of teaching. And I like teaching people how to cook because I feel that if you can get people comfortable in the kitchen, their nutritional health will be better overall. They will eat better if they are cooking more at home.
Amen. It's great. So what do we begin with?
Alright, so you're going to want to split your chicken breasts and roll them out first.
You gotta split the breast and roll the breast. So I have to give a shout out to Gordon Ramsay for this. This was, I ran out of wax paper, so I'm going to use some parchment paper. So I'm going to place the chicken breast.
Cut it first.
Yeah, I need to do that. See, that's why she's here. I start pounding stuff, and I'm like, so I'm gonna. These breasts are very large, so if you cut it in half, boom, just like that. Remember that time, Mary Jane? When I cut chicken and then I used the raw chicken knife to cut honeydew.
And the cutting board.
And the cutting board, and I almost
Poisoned all of us.
I almost salmonella the entire family, including my 2 young daughters.
Thought he could rinse the honeydew off in the sink and that would be okay. I'm like, no, it can't.
See, one thing I don't like about pounding with that thing is that you get bits of chicken all in it, and it's a pain in the ass. I hate that. So I just roll the chicken. Oh, that's really nice.
Alright, so I just want to give a shout out to the source of my recipe. I found this recipe on allrecipes.com. So this was submitted by Lisa. It has been reviewed multiple times and has 4.5 stars out of 5. So that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
And you have to be careful with recipes online because you never know what you're getting, and sometimes some things really don't work.
They're not curated, right? So
Right.
it's like,
Right.
oh, here's Uncle Bob, the recipe.
Anybody, but you know, if you're looking at something that has been reviewed multiple times and it has a good score, that's a good indication that it will probably work for you. And I've used this one a number of times. The only thing I have had to do is increase the amount of sauce
Why is that?
because the first time we made it, there wasn't enough.
Yeah, because I love sauce, and also I love double the mushrooms.
Right, it's probably about 3 or 4 times the mushrooms, but
I love mushrooms.
we serve this over pasta, so you need a lot of the sauce. If you were just having it as like a side, then you wouldn't need as much, but so you kind of up the sauce amount.
Linguine, fettuccine. All right, how am I doing here? You're not criticizing me.
No, you're fine.
This is good. Well, really?
Yeah, you're not getting chicken smeg all over.
See, I'm not getting chicken smeg all over the place. You don't want smeg. You don't want the smeg.
Alright, so we have it all done. Yeah, it looks a little messy. Gordon Ramsay does this much better than we do. But the one thing I wanted to point out is you want to use as little as you can because extra stuff with the flour, you got to throw it out. Once you put raw chicken in it, you don't want to reuse it. So that's done. So we didn't waste too much here, which is good. Alright, so I put the chicken into the olive oil butter mixture.
All right, so the chicken is in the olive oil and butter mixture. What, about 5 minutes, Mary Jane?
Yeah, and then you have to turn.
Then we turn it. And then, what do we do then?
Then you're adding your Marsala wine and cooking sherry. will go in, and then mushrooms.
So we're just gonna flip these and try not to burn myself. A little too much chicken for the pan.
So we flip them all. Now I'm gonna put in my mushrooms.
They're just regular white mushrooms, right? You can use probably baby bellas.
We've used baby bellas or just the white one. So this is a cup and a half of Marsala wine and 3/4 of a cup of cooking sherry that you just buy in the grocery store in the vinegar aisle.
And then meanwhile, the
Pasta's ready to go.
pasta's ready to go. So now we put the pasta in.
Yep.
And that should all be good.
Internal temperature of chicken should be 165, and we are way over that, so we're good.
Many things about COVID that are awful, this is not one of them. So cook with your family. If you've never cooked with your wife or spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, give it a try. Start small, work up, and bon appetit, everyone.